Hello, my name is Ben Wheatley and I'm here with
Cillian Murphy
and Jack Rayner.
And this is the DVD, if they exist anymore, Blu-ray commentary for Free Fire. And it's we're in Dublin the day after the premiere of the film in Ireland as part of the Dublin Film Festival. And we're flying over Vancouver, not Boston in the past. And this was the glamorous result of shooting a film supposedly in America.
Is that a helicopter shot there?
It is. It's not a model.
Oh, is it a drone or a helicopter?
It's a helicopter. But they had CG on all these cars to make them look a bit more like 70s cars.
Nice.
And they had to paint out all the there's much too much bright lights now. In the 70s it was a bit grimmer, so we painted a lot of this out. Oh, Martin Scorsese, executive producer.
Oh, yeah.
There we go.
It's a camper van.
Yeah.
I wonder who's in that.
Well, fact fans, this camper van is slightly shorter than the one we use in the rest of the film.
Ooh.
Yeah, because when Andy, Stark producer, and I tried to drive the other one out of the car park, it broke down. So it couldn't be transported to Canada to be filmed. So we gave up and it was cheaper than shipping. It was cheaper just to buy another one on eBay. So we just bought one, but it was shorter. We thought, no, it's just...
How much did it cost?
There's Sam Riley after a quiet night of pints.
Yeah, and Enzo Sinenti.
Yep.
But this is all shot in... this is green screen, this stuff, which I was slightly nervous about it would all look fake and that they weren't really in a truck.
The outside stuff.
Yeah, but it worked really well. It was good.
It did, actually.
And here we are in Boston in the 70s.
Brighton.
Well, Shoreham.
Who's that with the ginger tash?
Brie Larson.
I'm quite pleased with the volume of my tash there.
It's quite full.
It looks quite full. I mean, that was a lot of CGI, obviously.
Yeah, that was half
CGI
the budget.
Moustache.
That car was quite interesting that you're sitting in. Interesting to me, anyway. Anyway, we went on the recce and we found it there, and it was just sitting there.
Really?
And we looked in the glove compartment, and it had its New York tax discs from 1975.
No way.
And it had been bought in New York, one owner who died, and then they shipped it straight to Shoreham where it sat.
Doing nothing
until we saw it. And we asked the guy, can we use it? And usually these, action cars are really expensive in movies, certainly classic ones like that. And he went, oh yeah, 100 quid. But it's a cursed car.
Really?
If it was a Stephen King story about it,
What happened? You didn't tell me that before we did the scene.
I didn't want to put you off.
Oh, wow.
Oh man, it's all
What
fun
happened
and
in
games,
it?
so somebody cracks out the brain.
Someone died, and then it came to Shoreham, and the guy who had it died. So two owners, two dead owners, and then some actors sat in it. That's its story.
Oh, that doesn't bode well, Kill.
Things haven't gone that well since the movie for me.
The curse of Free Fire. So this was quite early on in the shoot, wasn't it? This was night shoots, which is always a bit punishing and horrible.
Yeah.
But you got to sit down, so you're all right.
Yeah, my moustache looks great.
It's voluptuous.
Quite a lot of work went into that. That's true. And as you can see, this truck is slightly shorter than the one at the beginning.
I noticed.
Yeah, now it's ruined, isn't it? The film is ruined. What happened in between times when we were driving through the past to this moment? How did the truck get shortened? That story will never be told. Maybe it was a whole subplot. This bit was poor Sam Riley having to wear a box because Michael Smiley's about to grab him by the testicles.
Yeah, don't fuck with Michael Smiley.
No, and and then we didn't really use it in the film, but we did many takes of it, of him grabbing him by the gonads. Yeah, the great work gloves. And now we start watching the film instead of talking about it, which is the curse of the. There we go. Look,
There you go.
squashing his balls in his hand.
Yeah.
I do remember when we were shooting this, big, massive ships kept going up, didn't
Yeah.
they? Going past.
Well, this was one of the kind of weird neuroses of filmmaking, where I spent a lot of time worrying about when the boats would come in and go out and destroy all the continuity of all this stuff. So a kind of an inordinate amount of pressure was put on the production worrying that we'd have to paint out a massive boat in the background by computer, or a boat would be there and it would really help us. And we said, can we control the boats? And they're like, no. What for your little film? This boat full of lumber that's come across from halfway across the world. But it was when that boat came really close to us when it came in. It was really majestic, wasn't it? I mean,
Yeah.
I looking and going, I've not been this close to something so big moving.
Yeah, moving. Yeah.
I'll do it. I'll fucking do it.
So where's our guy then?
There we go.
We didn't come 3,000 miles for the view.
Here he is. I'll handle it.
Oh, this is a great entrance.
Here he comes.
It's the hammer.
I
The
remember.
hammer. It's hammer time.
I remember there was one version of this with a lot of smoke effects, and you decided to cut it.
Yeah, I mean, it's that kind of. I guess it comes from watching or seeing footage of New York with smoke coming out of the ground, and you think, well, if it happens anywhere, that's fine, But that's from the sewers, isn't it, in New York? I think that weird steam that comes up, but it doesn't really happen anywhere else.
Yeah.
And it looked very much like a man walking through a smoke machine when we shot it.
Look at that beard.
Yeah, well, he'd just come from Birth of a Nation, hadn't he?
Oh yeah.
And he turned up. And I love that thing with when actors turn up with their fullest amount of hair, and then to give you options, and you can go, boom, 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 except for you'd
It's like
shaved your head,
shrinking
hadn't
heads.
you?
Yeah, I'd shave my head like an idiot.
A bold choice, because everyone had skinheads in the 70s.
Hey man, you gotta go for it. Like.
But it made it easier to fit the wig on you, so that was good.
True.
Would you hold your makeup there for me? Thank you.
But yeah, Hammer here commanding the scene with his. He is 9 foot tall, isn't
He
he?
is incredibly
Yeah,
tall.
it's silly actually.
Yeah. Tall, good-looking film star. Shocking behaviour. Yeah. So when the script, I wrote the script originally, the first draft of it, and you must have seen that, Cillian, the original draft, which is a bit grimmer, darker, and less funny. And then my wife came in and rewrote. Amy Jump, screenwriter extraordinaire and editor, came in and rewrote it in lines like "the fag and the retard" were little gems that she sprinkled across the thing, and everyone just assumes it. I'm the one with the revolting potty mouth, but it is my wife. And I remember it was, Joe Geary, the AD, like looking at the new draft of the script with all this horrible shit that she'd put into it, and just looking at it and going, "Oh, what's going on?" His heart seemed to sink when he reread it.
This was the first day then, wasn't it? Or was it not?
No, this wasn't. This was the first days when you come through the doors in a bit.
I
This
see.
was quite a way in because they had to dress the downstairs bit in the. So this is all shot in a print works in weirdly near my house in Brighton.
Conveniently near your house.
Well,
then.
I thought I'd take one for the team because it's tough when you shoot near your house. You don't get to bond with the crew as much. You don't get to have as much fun. They don't respect you as much because it's too near your house. So I thought, but yeah. And the idea of these kind of walking shots was to kind of set the geography for later on when Brie tries to escape, so at least where they've been. But then I of course balls it all up and put them, when I edited it, put them in the wrong order, as we'll see later on.
Here we are anyway.
This is the first day.
Welcome to the warehouse.
Yeah. And some of this stuff, that's improvisation from Sam and Enzo there, and I really like the idea of characters saying stuff that the audience might think as they watch it. So I talked to them about this, say, please, because someone has said, why are all the lights on in this abandoned place? Oh God, I don't know, because otherwise we won't be able to see the film, So I said to Sam and Enzo, just comment on that site. And they go, oh yeah, the place is really dirty, the lights are all on, who pays for all this stuff? Now we're going to have to carry these boxes back miles and miles. Oh my God. So they just moan. Their improvisational past just goes through the whole of the movie, kind of groaning about stuff.
Here he comes.
Yeah. So it's Sharlto Copley and Babu Cisse make their entrance in that awesome outfits.
That child genius line gets quoted a lot.
Yeah, again, Amy.
Yeah, brilliant.
Well, I think it comes, she's not here so she can't argue with this, but I think it comes from a guy that we used to know when we were kids, that from the pub, and he was a complete maniac, and he'd had this thing where he'd gone to art school and someone had told him he was a genius, and he never recovered from it, and turned into a raging arsehole for the rest of his life, and he never did any painting ever again, And I thought that, So this is an improv line. But this gets weirdly. I saw the German trailer the other day, and that line gets turned into, what is his accent? It's mafioso, which kind of, they didn't like the Austrian angle on it, obviously.
So, you'll be pleased to know that I have a whole truckload of these gorgeous dolls.
Yeah. So it's kind of the. I was at the monitors watching this, and Sharlto was quite getting into his insults, into digging into the Irish.
Giving it to the Irish.
Yeah,
Wasn't he?
and I was like, I wouldn't write that in a script. But I didn't stop it on the day, but it was interesting balance, wasn't it? Because you and Michael didn't dig him out for being South African, so there was a weird kind of balance there. It was odd, but
Yeah, why didn't you do that? You could have nailed him. He's South African.
Yeah. I think off camera.
But that's the line, wasn't it? Yeah, she learned some manners from the English, and we were all. I was like, oh god,
yeah.
oh god. But I really love that little micro twitch you do with your eye about that, which I think was an involuntary.
It's like the Pink Panther strikes back. You know what you're saying?
yeah, with Lom. But I think it was literally Sharlto's words. I could see them splashing off your face like that. Oh God!
What I love about what he does, Sharlto, on this is the vanity of the character is fantastic. He's the vainest man you could possibly meet.
Yeah.
And you could feel it from when he walks in the room.
Spell with the questions.
But this stuff with Babu Cisse as well, their relationship is great with him just exasperated by this idiot and he just can't believe he's got involved with him. And obviously, when I watch these rushes, I always think about what Vern and Martin's life is like when they're in the hotel talking, and Vern's just saying these terrible stuff, and Martin's just sitting there going, "Oh God, when can I be rid of this guy? He's just appalling." This was a nightmare for us editing-wise because how many bullets did he just put down on the thing, and then you load it, and then but then we have to then we have to have the box being emptied out, so it's how many is there enough? But then you've got this, which is the loading of it.
Very fast.
Yeah, exactly. He's skilled at this, so he knows what he's doing.
I was actually terrible at loading and reloading.
It's tricky, isn't it? It's very tricky.
Really bad.
In this relationship, and I'm gonna chuck in a free.
This is a harsh cut to Brie Larson here. Oof, she didn't like that.
Safety announcement. While the rifle's hot, I'm gonna pull my pistol out. Nothing personal.
Not for the first time.
Which the knock yourself out Sparky line, I think, is something Michael just says a lot. I think he said it all the way through Kill List.
Did he?
Yeah. I like this moment, particularly in the cinema, is great because Martin Pavey did the sound design on this. Had purposefully mixed the beginning of the movie quite quiet, so your ear gains up and adjusts to the quietness, and then when this goes off, it's so loud in the cinema. And people go, "Oh!" And
I remember when we were shooting these guns off. Do you remember when we first got to shoot them off? And I have a slow motion video.
I took a slow mo video, yeah.
And you can see the shells coming out, and but the recoil of the gun, it's incredible. The power of it.
Yeah.
And then you turn around with a giant shit-eating grin on your face.
But it's like holding a firework as well, isn't it? That's what's so scary, you know. But also it makes me think of like a sewing machine or something, the way that thing's just going back and forth. And then later we use the sewing machine noises in the guns.
Oh,
when
really?
it's part of the gun design.
The music is brilliant here, Ben.
Yeah.
Yeah.
It's really, really
So this is
atmospheric.
Jeff Barrow and Ben Salisbury, who did the soundtrack for Ex Machina. And Jeff was obviously part of Portishead, and I met Jeff through doing High Rise. So he did when they did the SOS track.
And
for High Rise.
didn't you shout them out on Twitter? Wasn't that how you found them?
Yeah, it was just that's Twitter gives and takes, and one of the best things that ever happened for me through Twitter was meeting people like Jeff, and 10 years before. How would you have contacted Portishead?
Yeah.
They're completely elusive. You'd gone around Bristol just shouting, "Help! Is there anyone know Portishead?" No. And they, So I just saw, he follows me on Twitter, so I kind of went, okay, and then followed him back, and then emailed him.
So good.
Yeah.
Oh, here's Jack.
Oh, who's that?
Noah Taylor.
Yeah, the amazing Noah Taylor.
Yeah.
See that's craft, stagecraft, right? So he splits his line in half so he can slam the door so he doesn't talk over the slam.
He's done it before.
He's done it before, hasn't he? Yeah. I love that. I was looking at the monitor going, God. And because it's such a long shot, I'm going, he's going to slam the door over his line. This is going to be a total ADR balls up and you have to replace all this stuff. But no, he's cool.
So did you choose the glasses then, Jack?
Was it me or you, Ben?
I think that we got Emma Fryer, who did the costumes on this, gave us a load of options, didn't she?
Yeah.
So I've got some photos on my phone of different versions because we didn't decide on the hair until right at the last minute.
Yeah,
did we?
that's true.
So it was all coming together. And then weirdly, you actually looked like when I was at art school.
Yeah.
Exactly the same.
I just look like Ben in this movie.
Yeah. Was it? You know, obviously that's why I like that look. I went, oh, that's cool. You look really cool.
Yeah, wow.
I don't know why you look cool. That was really nice. That was the grab onto Smiley was something. I talked to Armie about it. I said, just grab him because he hates being grabbed. And he thought, and you can see it on Michael's face. He's like going, why is he doing this? This is totally the wrong choice for this character. And he's just a tiny moment he's out of the acting. He's going, oh, don't touch me. And when we were editing this, James and I were watching him, because oh, look at that, that's choice. He's really cross. And Armie really monsters him, you know, in that one little moment. You know.
Here's the van.
Yeah. So we had 3 of these vans. And that was something I really love about filmmaking. You know, I got the chance to do that thing of being involved in the purchasing of multiple vans, small pleasures. This kind of weird little rom-com heart of the whole movie. And it was all meant to be shot like a dance, so that the camera danced around them as they kind of, hopefully they were dancing towards going out, but then it didn't quite come off. But it came really quick, didn't it? They laid down it's called a dance floor, where they put hardboard on the ground and then they get the dolly and move the camera around. And I think that was shot out in, I don't know, 20 minutes or something like that. It's a really complicated move. But again, stagecraft with the two of you moving, knowing where the camera is and moving so that you would hit the frames, you know, because that could take forever, that shot, if actors and camera aren't in concert.
Feel the camera.
I know, it was wonderful. I was at the moment going, I've really dug a hole for myself here. This is going to be a disaster. Oh God, they did it first up. Right, brilliant. Okay, 2 more takes, right, and we're off.
Oh yeah, this is the first.
The antagonism begins.
Yeah.
There's obviously something going on here.
Yeah. And then this is never really paid off, but this is Chris looking down and seeing the bullet strikes on the concrete, which kind of in his head he's going, that's weird, but that's them, the snipers range finding and seeing if they, which, you know, is weird because they're rubbish at shooting later on. So they kind of they've tried to plan it out and then they've completely failed. And you start to see the lay of the land here.
I remember shooting this. Do you remember this big scene?
Oh my God, dude.
This was. Didn't we have a T-shirt that says "We survived
Scene 15"? Yeah, it was the longest scene ever because it just got rolled into one massive big chunk, didn't it?
It was intense. I just remember it being.
I felt like we shot this for days.
Yeah.
Oh, it did. Yeah.
Because this sets up the whole movie, really, doesn't it?
Yeah. But also, I felt like it was the moment. You know, you always get a moment on the film where people click together. And this was definitely the moment where everyone went, "Oh, we know who we are."
Yeah.
You know, because it was more like doing a play. This bit, it just went on and on and on, and played out in very long takes. And basically, I think it played up into 2 bits because we broke it around the stunt bits, which are when the windscreen gets broken with the crowbar.
Oh, yeah.
So we couldn't keep going because we only had a certain amount of those windows. So this is all improv stuff, isn't it?
That's my favourite.
He's fighting back now.
Yes.
But it's also like water of a duck's back, isn't it? He can't. Insults just pang off of Vern's
He
head.
doesn't even hear it.
Yeah.
And you think at this point you're going, it could be okay.
Yeah, and he might go for the meal because this gets sorted out.
Yeah, this movie might be over in about 3 minutes.
Yeah, it's a short. What's it going to be? It's just a shot of the titles moving very slowly.
Good.
You know. I mean, movie magic here. They're doing their evil plan an inch away from where you're standing. So. But you're you're thinking about sausages, eating stuff, and potentially going out with Justine here.
Oh yeah.
Yeah. Here, you know, that could happen.
Oh yeah.
Say that, yeah.
There's a possibility there.
Yeah. Armie's still busy counting boxes during all this sequence. That's important. Those keys.
Let me see that.
Fucking learn.
You're dealing with this fucking guy all day. Hold still, let me take it.
And and Martin here is looking out always to the snipers, and that was something we did in the edit to try and. I mean, you can't really tell because you don't know what's coming up, but it's in there that he's looking at his watch, checking his plan is slowly coming forward to happen, but is slightly balls by the it all taking too long. Another great bit of Smiley improvisation there, which here we go, taking the credit for all these great lines from Michael.
Oh God, I love Sam's performance here. He's so sheepish.
He's so jittery, isn't he? It's great, and it's really interesting at the moment because he's in SSGB, which is on TV at the moment, which is completely, totally, utterly different performance again. And I've never really seen him like this. Look at that. He's
a great actor, Sam.
You're not
It's
very
fab.
trusting, eh? Irish. I'm English.
Come on.
I'd love
Give
to have
it
been
up,
in the screening last night when that one went out. Oh,
Here we go.
Here we are now.
yeah.
Here comes Jack.
So now this is all one big take from here, isn't it?
Yeah.
It goes all the way up to the shooting, isn't it?
This is like when we go out on Saturday nights, can you?
Gotta say though, pretty great Boston accents
Oh, yeah.
coming from these guys.
If we do say so ourselves, not from Boston in any way.
Yeah.
Perfect.
Yeah, I'd say so.
This is very satisfying here when we got to kick the shit out of
So
Sam.
this was a line that made us laugh for ages with Brie going, "We've got the money, the deal's done, no use." And we were looking at this rushes for ages going, "What's she saying? No use? What does that even mean?" I don't know, but it was it felt really random and odd, so it made it into the
It left
cut.
it in.
And there was a bit, and then it had to be ADR'd because there was a bit of people crunching on footsteps over gravel over it. So we had to get her in and do it, and she's like, "What am I saying?
What does this even mean?
I love this. He looks like he thinks he might actually be hurt, but then it is, or it's brilliant acting. I can't tell,
All right. A little bit of a newsflash.
Please.
Harry here says that Junkie Joe over there did something pretty unconscionable last night.
Dust glasses.
All right, listen. His name's Stephen. There's something wrong with him, okay? Apologies.
It's a dirty name around here, all right?
Okay.
Okay, all right, that's a
Yeah,
speed.
this is not going to wind down this situation, is it?
Well, again, you're desperately hoping it's gonna be okay.
Yeah,
You've got to be kidding me. What?
I'm serious as fucking can.
yeah. You can see the camera being bashed around by the actors here and bumping about. And look at Noah here as well, because I think Jack has smacked him in the
smacked
nose.
him in the face. That's right.
And so Noah came up to me at the end of this day and he said, "Is the rushes all right?" I'm like, "Oh, yeah, you're great, man. You're great." Because I was really hurt. And I just, you look at him, it's like, oh God, and he's holding on to people to keep standing up because he's been hurt so badly. It's awful. But he was, throughout the whole shoot, Noah was always such a trooper. These things had happened to him and then he wouldn't say anything about it. And which culminated in the bit where Brie shoots him, where the pyro went off and broke his skin.
Oh dear.
And so he comes in the take. He does this incredible high-pitched scream, and we're like, "Oh!" I was like, look at the monitor. "God, brave choice. I like that. That's good. That's good." And then the rest of the performance is really, really heavy because he doesn't know how badly he's been hurt.
Oh.
And afterwards, I was like, "Oh, that's amazing. That was amazing." He's going, "Oh God, oh God."
And he didn't sue you.
No, he didn't. No,
Oh.
because his arm was saved. It was okay.
Pretty great operating here
Yeah.
by Larry Rose.
Of course, yes, Laurie Rose. Boosh. Yeah, there we go.
That was very
Take
satisfying.
that. Yeah.
Hiding this fucking
Why
laugh.
don't you fucking tickle him to death?
bottle the fucking woman.
Yeah.
No, it was a good swing, Kel.
I swear on my wife's life.
Steve-O can never say the right thing. I swear on my wife's life. It's Frank's sister. Yeah, I love this as well. This is fantastic. Bosh, whoa.
Oh, it's
yeah.
so good.
No, that's great.
All right? As God is my witness, I did not bottle that slut. Right? Fuck!
Again, Steve-O, please. You're not helping.
Look, he's fun like Chris, all right?
He's so Weasley in this. It's fantastic, isn't it?
Brilliant.
Yeah. Oh,
Keeps
dear.
going.
Oh, yeah, brilliant bit from Enzo there. It's like, oh dear, I'm not getting involved. I'm his best mate. I'm not getting involved in this. This is too heavy.
No, they've done it.
All right. Okay, so
It still could be all right. Come on, guys. And this is another little fab Amy lines here. This is all her stuff.
For the balls and a little in his blood.
In his own fucking blood.
It's Armie's line here is the one that really makes me laugh, which is
Maybe she doesn't read. Maybe she wants a drawing, like a little remorseful pony.
She can fucking read!
a little like a little remorseful pony. I mean, what's going on with that?
And this is it. It
Yeah.
could be all right.
Yeah, we've all been there. Given the opportunity to apologise.
About last night. I'm real sorry.
Now stop. That's it. That's all you have to say.
That's great.
Yeah.
Here you go.
You look really fierce in this, Jack, I must say.
Because I came so hot in your cousin's mouth.
Oh, man. Yeah, you're not getting away with that one, are you?
No.
Fucking hospital!
I had to pick her teeth out of her stills at the fucking hospital.
Yeah. I had the same reaction when I read it. I was like,
Whoa! Yeah,
but it had to be an insult you couldn't come back
Yeah.
from. you know,
yeah,
and
yeah,
it's
no,
just-
it's unforgivable.
Yeah, totally.
And again, you're like, come on, it's gonna be
No,
okay.
I'm playing it off pretty good.
I like
really.
this.
Just
Yeah, fuck off back to
taking it
Austria.
handy. Well, I'm just gonna go home, lads.
Yeah.
I'm just gonna go.
You're going to get some mints out of the
Yeah,
fan
yeah.
and to
I
freshen
think
my
I have
breath.
some soft mints in here. Oh, what's that?
Behave yourself, all right?
Suck on this.
Motherfucker.
Oh, I love this shot.
Yeah.
When it goes into slow-mo.
This is
music
the
here
oh
is
no
great,
shot,
too.
isn't it? Oh dear.
So,
Look at Vernon's hair.
Shit's
So
going
Beautiful.
south.
Apparently, Sharlto Copley broke his record for hair preparation in this movie, and that hairdo took 8 hours. 8 hours, even longer than all the special effects stuff in District 9, because it's so layered, so much sun in and kind of stuff has been put into it. There you go. Ord is hiding because
Yeah, he's already back
he's
there, he knows.
sensible. He knows.
The music is brilliant here again.
Yeah, the Spanish guitar stuff,
So
just
gorgeous.
it's brilliant.
And
like.
did you want the kind of a jazzy kind of?
Oh, that's when I fell on the fucking rifle, dude. Do you remember that? And I nearly broke my back.
Hang on, I'm talking about the music here.
Sorry.
Yeah, I did. Yeah, and I'm a big fan of Spanish guitar, and I just thought it needed to be something gentle and elegiac
Yeah.
at that moment, rather than something. Because we did a version of it which had some really doomy tones on it, and it was just like, well, you know, it's doomy. It's got to
Yeah.
be the other way. It's got to be, and it's, you know, but also it's inevitable. It's like someone going, there you go, okay. So now we're into it. You know, it's.
You're gonna be okay. It's mostly the suit.
Is the bullet not in the door?
It just looks like it's the shoulder pad.
Fucking suit!
So now the film just changes because it's all about the ground. Whereas before the location looks to me completely different because we're down at their level. So
I
now
never realised how much we were actually going to be on the ground. That was the thing I found crazy, because like you wouldn't imagine that you would only travel such a short distance, you know. It was like 6 weeks in about 15 square feet. Like.
Yeah, there's the point of view of the snipers, so that's kind of trying to set that up a little bit earlier on.
It was just chaos, though. I remember because we had the ear plugs in, so you couldn't hear you couldn't hear, particularly when it kicks off with the real.
Right.
You just didn't know what was happening.
I mean,
You
from
just
my
guessing.
perspective, it seemed there was never any mistakes or people looking confused. I mean, I didn't, because I've been hearing this only recently when we've been doing the press together
Yeah.
about how hard it was without the. But no one said anything at the time, and it never looked like it was an issue.
Boom! Oh, that was cold-blooded.
I don't think I meant to shoot him. I mean, I did.
What, in the head, like that?
I love this. The music is in.
Steve, are you alright? Fuck us!
Okay, Steve-O.
Yeah, and then we did this pass where there was a massive kind of ADR pass for all the voices in the background. So we
yeah.
kind of took a lot of them out and then replaced them all. And Amy did this thing where she wrote loads of extra kind of insults and jokes.
I remember that.
Because she was saying she felt like in the script that there wasn't enough back and forth between all the different positions, and she wanted to hear more of that because everyone would be talking, you know.
Okay. Of course not. Ord, cover me. I'm going for the boodle.
Wait for you don't want to do that bit.
Yeah. basically ignoring Ord the whole time. He's saying exactly the right thing every time and doesn't take any notice of him.
Bert! Shut up!
Fuck you, Gus!
Basically, a shootout is only about 2 meters from each other.
This is a brilliant face from Sam, really.
He was excited, wasn't he, Sam, to be firing that big gun? He liked
Yeah,
it.
he loved
Oh my
that.
God, the power of that thing though when it went off next to your ear, which
Yeah.
it did for most of the film for me.
Nobody do anything!
Was all that echo put on then, that kind of reverb, or was that actually there?
I know a little bit, I think.
Okay.
I mean, there was some because the set is made of plaster and wood. It doesn't have the slap back that it would do if it was concrete, so it doesn't echo in the same way. But then the larger building does echo, so there's actual reverb in there. But then Martin Pavey's then put more in.
Yeah, it sounds
to break
brilliant.
the atmosphere.
That bit where she runs over to Babu and she's like trying to kind of pick him up off the ground. I remember watching that without the soundtrack, and it was actually really quite disturbing somehow. And then when the music goes on, it's all a bit like,
Well, it was this thing. It's the other plot, isn't it? It's like she's involved with him. They're probably partners, lovers, and then they kind of also have organised this
Lovers,
whole.
eh?
Yeah, definitely, yeah. And she's worried about, but then quickly she abandons him. When
Well, I
he's
think
seemed to be
it's
dead.
also she meets me, so
yeah.
Yeah, so that's obviously in her mind, isn't it? Going, I've now got options. Yeah.
it's the moustache.
It is. It's
Yeah.
the tash.
Mark Monero there, and Patrick Bergen.
Patrick Bergen, come on.
Bergen, to me, he's a legend, and he was basically. I met Patrick when I was 13
There's Mark.
in London, and he was a friend of the family and drank down at the Sir Richard Steele's pub near where we used to live. So I knew him before like the career and before all those things, and so we saw his career kind of going up and up, and that's amazing, And then when I moved to Brighton, he lived down the road in Brighton as well. So Rob Hill and I wrote this script for Bergen. And it was just the arrogance of youth, right? So we wrote this script and put a note on it saying, "Dear Patrick, this script is dynamite. Open it at any page. It's amazing." Right?
And put it in his letterbox.
I put it in his letterbox. And then a day later, we got a call from him, and he went, "Brilliant. Okay, what do you want to do?" And we're like, "Oh my God!" And so he gave us the letter of intent, and we could take it, and we took it to Cannes to try and raise money on it. And I think we were going around places going, "We want $10 million. We're on the dole."
Is this before you'd made anything?
Yeah.
Wow.
This is like in the 90s, mid 90s, and it didn't go anywhere. And I was like, "Oh, damn!" But then I always thought about Bergen. I always loved this stuff, and I wanted to do something with him. And then I thought, for this, but then it was slightly awkward because it's a really small part, and but I had a lot of phone calls with him and trying to convince him to do it. And I'm really glad he did it because I think he's really fab in this.
I tell you, Patrick Bergen is a mean darts player, isn't he?
Aye, but I beat him.
You get the last word on it as well because he's not here.
He set me up for that one, Kill.
I mean, that was my dart. We had a darts board in the sort of communal area, and I remember I was mine, and I brought it home, and when I opened it, there was just cocks drawn all
Willy's all over it.
the dartboard.
Excellent.
Yeah.
Yeah. There you go. Armie Hammer's gun skills there. You see him. He knows what he's doing.
Yeah.
See,
He knows what he's
paying off the gag from Muzzle Toff earlier on.
Oh yeah, I didn't join the dots on that one.
That's what these commentaries are all about.
That's what it's for.
For jokes that don't quite land. And I can explain them to you bit by bit.
Oh yeah, I remember this. We rehearsed this quite a bit. Remember
yeah.
this little fight bit that's coming up.
This is the first kind of mano-on-mano fight, choreographed fight I've ever done, I think.
Oh, really?
There's bits of stuff like this, rolling around stuff in Kill This, but that was always just, they fought, they just jumped down on the ground and fought. But this is, this has got that kind of classic unloading of the gun, which was quite technical, wasn't it? Because you've got to get all the right shots to tell that story. Like that little shot there. Now that was
you
moody,
take your
wasn't
thumb
it?
off doing that, like.
Well, we set it up as just a single shot, hadn't we? So all it had to do was pull the trigger and the thing, but it's like a big hot ball of gas, isn't it? Right by your face. And I was like, yeah,
That's a real reaction.
Yes, they can't fake that, can you? So yeah, grabs all the bits, and off he goes.
Hold on! What? Order, take fire! Cover me! Cover me! I'm coming in!
Cover me! So basically, Sharlto's ADR is just narrating everything he does. He
Yeah.
just says whatever he's
never
doing,
stops.
he just talks about it.
Two shooters. One behind you. One at 2 o'clock. I'm gonna flank that fucker, eh?
So yeah, the physical effects stuff in this that was done by Danny Hargreaves. Like every bullet hole, every puff of dust had to be basically planned, you know, weeks and weeks in advance. And I wanted it to be as practical as much as possible because there's this kind of unfortunate kind of fashion now for gunshots and explosions and stuff to be done in CG.
Really?
Yeah, I mean, because it's cheaper and quicker and safer, to be honest. But you get all this stuff with people just shaking plastic guns and then they put the stuff, the muzzle flash and stuff on later.
So disappointing.
Yeah, and it just doesn't look right. And then yeah, every single gunshot noise in this was bespoke, so they're all different. And Pavey and Rob Entwistle, the sound recordist, went to Ministry of Defence rifle range to record all this stuff.
Oh, really?
Yeah, yeah.
Wow.
Oh, Mark.
Yeah.
No.
And Mark is someone I'd met when I was doing a thing for. We made a short film, which was for Fright Fest, which was called Assault on. It was a version of Assault on Precinct 13.
Oh, cool.
But it was mixed with the bill, and a zombie element as well, and which had Neil Maskell and Jana Bjering in it. And I really got on well with Mark, so I really wanted to get him back into this.
Is that short film available somewhere?
I think it's online somewhere. It was quite funny because it was made as like Fright Fest were doing it as a tribute to John Carpenter because he was coming to Fright Fest.
Okay.
And then he saw that he decided he couldn't come, so they went, "Oh, okay. Well, can you just say something about these short films he's made?" And so his intro at the beginning of the magazine for that year was, "Why can't people think for themselves and do something original?" So I was like, "Oh, John Carpenter." Oh. But we had a good laugh making it. So, again, choices that you make early on in the movie can impact on you heavily. Noah crawls underneath the van and he never comes out. So he spent like about 2 weeks under that van, didn't
That's right. I have a great picture of Noah lying under the van just smoking a fag.
he? Well, it makes me think of like a trapdoor
really.
spider or something.
Yeah.
And he scuttles out and he scuttles back in.
Get back under your van, Noah.
Now, this is something that I did when I was a kid, which me and my sister threw a load of acorns underneath the car as it was going past. We were playing a game with this, and the car screeched. We did it a couple of times. It was really funny. And then one of the cars screeched to a halt, and we were hiding in the woods. And this guy came out, and he's like, "Where are you? Where are you, kids? I'm going to take you to the cop shop." And all this. And I was only like, I don't know, I must have been 6 or something. I was absolutely terrified. I thought, I'll just walk home. I'll just get up and he'll not know. And then imagine this is in a country lane. There was no one. It was obviously me. He goes, "Yo!" and I thought that, you know, he's just through the sheer power of will that Enzo's character there thinks he can walk out of this situation. Poor Bernie.
You fucking knuckle dragger! You fucking cocksucker!
At which point Steve-O kills the van, which is why it doesn't drive properly later on.
Don't tell
Oh,
this
yeah.
to me, Bernie. What am I gonna tell your mother?
I'm gonna burn one.
This made us laugh so much whenever we saw it. It's just the worst, you know.
Puke, Steve-O. Shut the fuck up, man. What the fuck kill these cocksuckers?
So but Steve-O's like justification for all this violence is this kind of romantic idea of avenging Bernie, but it's not. It's about getting the heroin out of his pocket and smoking it. You know, that's what he's really thinking about.
Shit!
This is legit. It's worth 700 pounds.
I'm telling you, Vern, it's a fake. I don't want you to watch.
I love the way the joint is big.
Yeah.
So you imagine he's got a load of them in a big jar at home that he puts into his thing before going out.
Pre-rolled.
Bastards are fucking ideas. It's shameful what they done today.
I know I speak for everybody when I express my sympathies to Stephen for the loss of his special friend.
Fuck Stephen, man. He started the whole thing. He shot the boy.
I'm not dead.
Using the word the boy, which is
boy,
just
man.
really, really insulting and horrible. Yeah.
I mean, I was sweating on set when he was saying that. I was like, whoa.
Yeah, because I don't think that is in the script, is it? Either, is it?
It's
No.
not.
Maybe he'll even make something
yeah,
of
here's
himself
where the-
down there.
The sweat kicks in. Just remember every morning,
Getting sweated up.
let's get sweated up.
Man, I'm gonna blow your fucking head off.
Fucking try, you cocksucker. Cover me, I need to come out.
Sam really liked saying cocksucker, didn't he? He
Yeah,
said
yeah.
it a lot. I think it was his way into his accent.
It was.
Yeah.
Collecting a pension, Frank?
Fuck off.
All right, I'll mark you as present on the roster. Justine?
Here!
Good girl. I like
Now, in her bag here, the perfume bottle you can see is the perfume from Duke of Burgundy. Yeah,
Oh, really?
it's a special Duke of Burgundy perfume that we had to write to Peter Strickland to ask permission to use it, so it links the movies together. And also, Enzo being in the film continues on a tradition of from each film, there's always someone from the last film in it.
Oh, really?
Yeah,
Always?
Yeah,
Wow.
yeah, pretty much, yeah. Well, why not?
It's funny the way that always gets a laugh.
Well, it's
It's
his.
so bleak.
It's Sam's fucked up performance here is fab. You know, this kind of bumping his head on the thing and being
Laughing and waving over.
yeah.
No comment. That was the last time he had a drink, right, Frank?
Frank, you're an alcoholic?
Recovering.
Somebody gonna tell me?
Yeah, not recovering quick enough, unfortunately, in this movie.
Yeah, who would have been crashers, Vern?
There he is. So this is a quick trip through all the possibilities of the plot. You know, who's to blame, who could be, you know, and they literally say by the end of it, it's Vern that gets it right, which is it's Justine, and that, you know, it says it very early in the film. She's the one. It's her fault, and it is. And I think I'm quite interested in that idea that you get people to literally say what the plot is, rather than have it as a kind of, oh, it's a big shock at the end, because it's not. There's only so many people in this thing. One of them's responsible. So why pretend that it's something that it's not? I mean, I always thought about like what's it, Mousetrap, which is you know, who's going to be the killer? Well, you know, in normal life it would just be someone just randomly walked in and slaughtered everybody, isn't it? And that, but there's no twist to that, is
Not
it?
really.
But
Brilliant.
chocolate teapot, that sort of yeah.
They couldn't be with Vernon. Must have been someone that got wind of the deal and then decided to chance it.
Yeah, you, for instance. This is something I didn't really notice until, I mean, I should have spotted it, but the idea that how unheroic Chris is at this point, where he just goes, yeah, I'm just nipping off now to see my mate. You'll be okay. And it's just, you know, I think it speaks more volumes about my my thoughts on heroism than anything. You're not gonna die. I'll see you in a restaurant. I'm off.
Yeah. Just stay here, you'll be fine.
I don't understand how he's going to work out what restaurant she's in.
You're fucking dead.
I've got to go. Yeah.
I remember I had a line in that at the end, which was like, I don't like fish. And you were like, nah.
She's on this side, and these oaks are with them.
Yeah, but Vern, one of them shot her.
Which isn't true. They're completely confused. That was a bit of cutaway magic there. There wasn't Brie Larson tying that thing onto her leg. And that had come from editing the movie as we went along and seeing there was bits missing and having to keep going with the A camera, but knowing I could pick stuff up with the B camera, so I'd send off Nick Gillespie and go, I need a close-up of the knot being tied. Because
Is that actually Brie Larson's leg?
No.
Oh.
It's just someone else. It's a complete double. So, and it was an issue with like going, oh, do we ever register that she's got that bit of bandage, because that later on comes off her leg, and then Noah's character is sniffing it, and if you don't register it there, you won't register it later on in the movie. So we were looking at thinking, oh damn, we didn't really show it. So And that happened a lot in the film. It was like you saw earlier with Mark Monero looking at his watch. Well, that's not his hand or his watch, and that wasn't shot there either. That was done like in the last few days of the thing, and also the picking up of bullets and stuff that was as part of that fight scene that you were in. So
Okay.
Howard Matheson? Ord! If I'd known you was in on this, I wouldn't have taken the job. That geriatric reprobate's supposed to be retired.
What are you doing?
I need help!
Ord!
You've no idea! Protecting our asses, Vern. Wooden boxes don't stop
What really makes me chuckle about this is that Patrick Bergen's character has more backstory than anybody else in the whole film. It's a real picture of his life and love life, and he's got loads of kids. He's got his wife's left him, and you don't know anything about anyone else. And he's only these. You know.
If you'll tell me who hired you right now!
Tell us, Howard! That's good. That's good.
Don't listen to him. He's not the boss of you.
But a lot of these lines get lost in the cinema because of laughter and stuff. So it's.
I'm no rat.
Oh.
I'm gonna die anyway.
Was that a little tear? Crocodile tears.
Yeah.
Is it you, Ord?
And she obviously shoots him at this point.
I'll tell you.
That's what I feel.
It was-
Bergen's gonna survive this. Oh no, he's not.
Oh, this scream. This is Sam Riley special.
Oh, it's so good.
My guys fucking made it.
Fucking made it.
We're so unhappy to see.
They hate him so much.
I think I'm losing too much blood.
Relax. Didn't even hit an artery. You're fine. You got at least an hour and a half.
Yeah. By the way, this isn't true. About an hour and a half.
Golden hour and a half to rule.
If you're shot, yeah.
It's just not true. So don't try it at home.
Ord!
So now it pulls the movie back to this is the second time you've done the Chris character's done this in the movie to try and just focus everybody on what they're actually supposed to be doing.
Common sense.
Yeah. And it should, and now it should play out. It should be all right. But
Find us. Everyone's happy.
Yeah!
No.
She can leave.
What are you doing?
Good.
Justine, you're good to go.
All right. I'll do
It's
it if
very,
Morgan promises not to shoot me in the back.
gentlemanly after you just abandoned her up the way of 5 minutes ago.
Promise you.
Cross my heart, doll!
He's such a liar. So.
Yeah, he's a snake.
It's a death penalty.
So basically, one of the reasons this thing's set in the 70s is because of the absence of mobile phones. But then, because mobile phones tend to ruin thrillers, and this film would have been very short if they'd had mobile phones on them. The contemporary version of this film is not that exciting. And but then as I was writing, I figured, but the idea of the phone itself is really important, you know. And if you have a phone and there's this noise starts ringing, that actually changes the whole story, flips it upside down.
It becomes a massive character in the film. Isn't it?
Yeah. See, now they know that their options are open. They can get other people to come in. They can flip it all upside down, you know.
This organ stuff is great. I
Yeah.
love that.
So the conversation I had with Ron Watson, which is Amy's granddad. Conversation I had with Ben and Jeff was that they had this scheme that they imagined that I'd gone to a record shop, found some prog album from the 70s, plopped it on the film, and it all fitted. And then it was a needle drop. But obviously that album didn't exist, so they had to go and write it. So this is much more like recorded like a band rather than done like traditional score.
Cool.
Stephen. I will shoot him.
Are we going to see a Free Fire soundtrack?
Absolutely, yeah.
Great.
And it's going out through Invader, which is Jeff's company.
Great.
So vinyl.
Yeah.
And 8-track.
Ooh.
Yeah, we sourced an 8-track. This will probably be completely wrong by the time this DVD comes out, but apparently, yeah. But
I love this. So when did you decide that he tickled him?
Well, it's
just-
something that happened to me, and when I got in a fight with someone and I tickled them, and it was completely disarming.
Really?
Yeah, and I've always wanted to see that. But if you're a big guy like him, you can physically do it. You know, if your hands are big enough, then it can, stop someone fighting. You know. fucking baby.
Make sure she gets out of it.
But yeah,
He was tickling the shit out of me. I was so uncomfortable.
Well, can't tickle yourself.
But yeah, the album as well is got loads of quotes from the film in it. So it's a proper old, you know, like The
great.
Godfather or Apocalypse Now or the Reservoir Dogs one.
Come back here right there!
Oh, this is a great little moment. When
Yeah,
Armie,
this is one of my faves.
Armie checks himself out.
Though it did go on that scene because there was a whole thing of him having a piss as well. Were you around for that when we did that?
Yeah.
Oh God, we were rolling around laughing about that, but it didn't feel right in the end, you know.
But it's the vanity again. Like in the middle of all of this, they go, "How's my hair?"
Yeah, well, it's important.
Yeah.
Presentation is important. You know.
So I was very keen that this would be called a stunt. I remember, but nobody quite got. We never quite got to that thing of it being called a stunt.
These shots were cool. Remember this? Like
Yeah.
the track, big long slide.
Yeah.
This is one of my favourite shots coming up here, actually.
Really bad at reloading.
You're under pressure, man. It's quite right.
I'm going!
I'm trying is what she's actually saying, but then we changed it in
There it is.
ADR.
Look at that. This is
That's
such
a
a
beautiful
cool
shot,
shot,
yeah.
man. Whoa.
Amazing.
And that's the never-ending supply of bullets that Sam Riley has for that gun. Everyone else kind of counted their shots, didn't they? And I think we even shot stuff with you, Cillian, didn't we? Where you had a box of bullets in your pocket, and at the end you pull it out, and they've got none left to
Did we?
justify it. Yeah.
Has anyone done an actual bullet count?
No.
Someone will.
Yeah. This beard oil line was an improvised line from Armie
remember.
Hammer, wasn't it?
There was there was one other one.
You smell. It's aftershave or something. Also, you smell like a girl.
You smell, yeah, smell like a lady or something. Yeah.
Yeah. Poiki, which is one of Sharlto's South African lines, which I thought was really cool until I watched Chappie and District 9 where he says Poiki all the way through.
That's a pretty amazing shot.
Yeah, that was great.
cool.
I know I had to be talked into this by Pete Padero, the stunt coordinator, because I just don't like stuff on wires, or I thought I didn't anyway. And I was really resistant to it, and then he
worked well.
showed me it. I was like, "Oh, that's cool! That's so good."
It was very cool.
Yeah, he was totally right, and I was wrong.
Just got to get to the gut.
So yeah, now retreat back to the usual positions to start again, as it winds back up for the next round.
Ah!
You making a new suit over there?
Get Chrissy, come on!
See, he's kind of awed, lying on his own, kind of thinking, if this was a normal action film, I'd be the hero of this film. What's happened? Why am I over here? I'd have shot all these guys in the first 5 minutes and would be in an investigation or something. Yeah, it's basically a kind of a political crime thriller that never gets out of the first 2 minutes of the film, isn't it? It just grinds to a halt and just sits in the first scene.
Oh, I remember that. That's a St. Christopher medal.
Yeah.
Oh, yeah?
I asked for a St. Christopher medal to keep me safe in my travels. That didn't
Get
work.
your money, you want your money back on that one.
Save it for your fucking autobiography.
I love that.
Though in the ADR he says, "Save it for your autobiography, you cunt." Like this, and we were all chuckling away at that. And then Ames listened to it. Goes, you can't have anyone saying that in the whole film because it's just too much, you know. So we took them all out, except for one that's hidden in the background. one bit. I think it's as you crawl over Michael's broken legs in the sequence before that we just watched. Yeah. This was nice, wasn't it? There's this kind of Frank taking one for the team.
Yeah.
Do you have friends that do this, which just regurgitate stuff that you've already told them, as if it's like
That's
a fact?
me, dude. I do that.
I gotta get to that phone.
Hey, Vern. Does everybody like you where you come from?
Vern is a rare and mysterious jewel. Feast your eyes, Boykie. Watch and heard,
Boykie.
then go back to your
Miserable lot.
Learn and Vern, though, that has got to be.
Earn and learn.
Vern and Learn.
Oh man.
Coming up is one of the most satisfying physical gags in this is the throwing of the gasket or whatever it is that hits Sam Riley in the head. And I don't know why it makes me laugh so much, but it's just quite meaty in the sound effect of it, and just so accurate in a world where no one can hit the the side of a barn.
Give us a hand, Nick!
Oh dear. Some expert wriggling from Michael Smiley in this movie. So this is the tension in the film about it's like they've got all these massive machine guns, but they have no bullets for them, and that they're trapped inside this van, and it's the keys, and that little story which is kind of about to play out in this, where it could totally turn the tide of this whole thing. But this again, it was a weird thing with this, wasn't it? Where we'd shoot these action sequences, and they'd get longer and longer, and we'd keep reshooting the bits that we'd done before until, after about a week, we'd shoot out a massive long take. And we did it with this thing where it was these big wides were shot. I mean, it was like an 8-9 minute take, wasn't it, on the Friday night at the end of the week, and it just all played out in one long thing. And then I think we actually then reshot them again with doubles.
Really?
Yeah, just to get those big wides while we were shooting all the corridor stuff. The other unit went out and reshot all this stuff. Actually, they shot the whole film effectively with the doubles, but really small in the distance, kind of running about.
Remember, there's a boat around here, wasn't there?
Yeah, that Brie and Noah crawl through.
Colours are amazing,
Insane.
aren't they?
Yeah.
So did you grade it heavily then afterwards, or not so much?
It brought it, it was tweaked, but the colours were there, and you can see that in
There's
those
a lot of
orange.
orange and blue lights.
Yeah.
Yeah, the palette was kind of there, wasn't it?
Yeah, and so they're meant to be, the orange light is meant to be the street light, sodium light from outside, and then there's lots of, at kind of waist level, there was these kind of work lights which had hoods on them, which we'd seen in the actual space, but they would have had a desk by them, then that light would light the desk, and so, but all the desks were gone, so you got all these kind of strip lights so there was lots of kind of stuff justifying it. Oh dear. Yeah. Well, which is weird because it's a film where so many people have been shot, and yet that is the thing that gets the reaction from the audience. I'd like to think, there's a version of this film where Frank survives, but later gets hepatitis or something like that. It's quite a long film about him trying to explain to his wife how he caught it and stuff. And going, well,
You'll understand.
I see him! I see Frank! He's going for the phone! He's winning!
He's winning.
This is the relentlessness of Vern here.
What you can, huh?
I clipped his wing!
All right, I'm
Trying to
gonna
reload again.
That's good.
I clipped his wing, he said.
Yeah, and that was improv on the day. That wasn't stuff that was written after. And now we got this, the stuff with Martin, with Babu Cisse.
Oh man,
and it's kind of, I didn't want to fall into the cliche of killing the black character immediately at the beginning of the movie, which is a terrible thing. But also I wanted to have this idea of that someone could literally come back from the dead to menace everybody and put a new perspective on and give information to every character, walk around the whole room giving information out to everyone, and then die again.
I remember when we shot that, we were all like, wow. Remember when he did that?
It was crazy.
Yeah.
What a performance.
Yeah. He really let rip, didn't he?
It was incredible.
Yeah. This should be the start of the film, shouldn't it? You got shot in the head, Martin. What? Where am I? But then he's really odd because he kind of says the opposite of what he does throughout the whole of this sequence. stop running. And then this is a bit of Tom and Jerry.
Yeah, and it's kind of like scaling Kathmandu there, isn't it?
Yeah, that was one of the main ideas I'd had for it when I started thinking about it, is this crawl up this staircase that suddenly this is a major deal, something that in a normal movie people just up the stairs and down the stairs, but now it's suddenly you're taking your environment and turning it into something exciting.
Yeah.
Yeah, now he's actually saying the plot. Justine, you're the one that I did the job with. And he goes over to the shooter and goes, hey, what are you doing over here? You know.
Bit of free jazz.
Yeah.
Yeah.
I love that they put some sax in it. That's CG, that bit as it hits the thing.
Cool.
Because we added that, you know.
I remember when he walked by.
I love this.
And I was like, well, what am I going to do? They're like, I should really just shoot him.
Yeah. But there is a weird thing in this that characters don't take every opportunity to murder each other, and I think that comes from this. I know that I was reading some stuff about the First World War where they had real problems with soldiers not shooting each other. They didn't want it because the natural reaction is not.
That's a problem in a war.
Yeah, but it is, and they had to train them to be aggressive. Whereas a normal person won't shoot someone else given the opportunity, because what if you miss? They'll kill you, and that you just go, no, all right. If I don't shoot, the logic means, you know, and I think that's what happens here, and it's also why Ord doesn't shoot everybody when they're being attacked by the snipers, you know, because it's that logic kind of, you know, if you kill those guys, then I've got less people to help me fight the other guy. So this was a set that was built.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, it's this weird little moment, isn't it? And they kind of have a bond here. There's something. What's going on with that? The information that passes between these two characters. And
But I've already shot him in the head.
Yeah.
I mean,
well, he doesn't remember, luckily. Yeah.
Here's the phone.
Okay, that's the wrong phone.
Don't do it, man. No. You know where the money is? It's right there.
Yeah, but where you started, right at the beginning, in a massive circle.
That's a brilliant shot here.
Yeah. And this is like a kind of weird cinema playground, this set, so destructible set, so they could fire through the walls.
I love this shot.
That's beautiful. Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Now, I really wanted this light to be coming through this wall, but it makes no sense in terms of the physics of light. It needs to be there to tell the story, but it's not, you know.
Until I find out if this
Now, in this sequence, I really wanted to have a bowling ball drop on Sharlto's head. Like it was going to be like this shelf that would go like that, and all this stuff would roll off it and bounce onto his head. But I didn't have the balls to do it, unfortunately.
That would have been pretty on the nose, Tom and Jerry.
Yeah. Can you be two Tom and Jerry? And this room was painted to be kind of like it's like a David Lynch room, like a blood red, blue velvet style room.
You're scared.
Now, when we were writing
I can feel it.
when Amy was rewriting the script as we were going along, we were looking at Noah's performance, and we just really liked it. We just thought it was great. So we could, because we were shooting in chronological order, we knew this scene was coming up. And in the original version of this scene, he barely says anything. And we thought, oh, come on, there's something here. So Ames wrote this massive big thing for him to say about being a lover of the arts, and this gave this character just kind of a little bit of buffing on this character. And yeah, I'm really, really chuffed that we got to do that.
He nailed this stuff, man.
Yeah, and now this is where he gets hurt for real. Where is it? Yeah, here. Ah! Fuck! Yeah. What is Frank up to?
You seem like a nice girl.
We can't all be nice girls.
Trailer moment.
Yeah.
No!
Now this one, Pete Padero, stunt coordinator, had kind of been out with his boys, kind of rehearsing this big long fight, and they spent a lot of time on it. It was really good, and they videoed it and they edited it and showed me this whole thing. And I was like, Pete, it's too good. It's like Bourne or something. What I want is these two to roll around on the ground and scrabble. And so that's what they did, you know. And we didn't. None of it was stunty. So yeah, this is the classic setting fire to solvents gag, which I think I've seen in loads of stuff. I just really wanted to do it.
Oh no. So you edited the movie yourself, Ben?
With Amy, yeah.
Cool. Did you do it at home?
Yeah.
Kind of in your bedroom?
Yeah.
That's insane.
Well, actually, we did it in the loft in the house. Now, this is Sharlto Copley on fire for real.
Yeah.
He did this stunt himself after being talked into it by Peter Padero, I might add. And
yeah, it's going to be fun. We're just going to set you on fire.
And I really was worried about it. I didn't want him to do it, you know, because I thought he would get hurt, and you know. But I said, you don't have to do it. But in the end, we shot it on the last day in case he did get hurt. So we didn't have any problems. Now here we come. Tom Davis.
Big Tom.
Tom Davis can't drive. Didn't find that out until we were shooting this.
Did he drive that?
No, of course he didn't.
I love how
that's why I've got
a
to cut
big man getting out of such a little car.
Yeah.
It doesn't really. It doesn't really do him justice how tall he actually is.
No, he needs to be against someone, doesn't he?
He must be 7 foot tall, is he?
He's
gotta be.
ginormous. But later on, when you see him pick up the match packet from the club where they've had the fight that's left on the ground by Steve-O when he was doing I'm leaving the trailer breadcrumbs. We got art department to make the matchbook really small, so his hand looks enormous. Wait until he comes out. It's funny. But I'd met Tom years ago. He was a flatmate with Neil Maskell, and he's just the funniest guy.
He is. He's a riot.
But then he's had his TV show that's been on, which has been fantastic. But I'd met him in the pub a few times, and he was just. I mean, Maskell's very, very sharp and funny as well. But it's like when you're up against Tom Davis, that's it. There's no, you don't, you know. Now here we go. This is it's about the quarter of the size of the real one. Now this is as the bullets run out, the end of guns.
Oh yeah, that's it now. I don't think I have any bullets.
Here he is, walking through the out of continuity travel back to the thing. Mark Monero returns as a corpse. Also, I gave him the smallest gun possible, Tom, to make his hands look bigger. Computer paper from the 70s for drawing very long drawings on. So someone was saying the other day that they thought that, how come Armie Hammer doesn't get covered in as much crap as everybody else and still remains looking quite cool in his clothes? And I think he just didn't crawl around as much as everybody else did.
I remember we had a scene where I stopped after my crawl up the stairs and found some sweets in my pocket.
Yeah, that was in the script. Yeah.
And had a little sugar hit.
Yeah, I'm sad that didn't make it in, but it just didn't. It lost the momentum of all this stuff. But I wanted all those little weird, little real moments in it as much as possible. This makeup from Dan Martin and his
incredible
team.
makeup.
Yeah, it was just horrible to look at Sharlto like this. You just really, felt for him. Oh dear.
It was the
stovepipe jam. That's why the bullet casing's stuck in the side of the pistol. That's why it won't fire.
Boosh! Oh! That was such a strange device. Do you remember it was like a World War II mine, and it was in this rubber head, and it sucked the nose through the face.
Yeah.
But it's in camera again, isn't it? I mean,
Yeah, it was, to a degree. I think there was a load of stuff from Milk VFX
After.
to fix it up. And sometimes that's the case with these things. You build them and then you film them, and at least it gives them a guide to what it should look like, but it's never quite right, you know.
But the beauty of it, it's going to always look like it's there in the first place.
Yeah. But they, but that was something I'd read, that you know, it's shooting through the nose is the thing that can kill people instantly.
I'd imagine.
Yeah, but it's because it separates the
Central cortex.
I love this reaction here.
Yeah.
That's my Jackie Chan moment.
Always makes me laugh. God, I'm doing so Cork. It sounds so Cork.
I don't know what's going on with Brendan.
Yeah, you could.
It's my dad's name, actually.
Call my dad. Get him down here.
Yeah. Oh, he'll be here in about 10 hours. What if he can find his passport? So the phone was useless in the end, as it turns out. That was all just a waste of time. But in a nod to The Shining, Tom Davis appears to help, and that's a payback for a gag from earlier, isn't it?
Oh yeah, the mine.
Yeah. Will you go out there and find the keys only if you pay me? That's so painful, isn't it? God.
Now you get this sort of impression of his size.
Yeah.
Because Jack, you're like
I'm
6
not sure.
foot, aren't
Yeah,
you?
I'm 6 foot tall. Like, he really could pick me up, no problem.
I remember actually all the reaction to the fight. There was nobody there.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. They weren't very generous, were they, in that respect? They should have been punching each other just behind camera for you. There.
I think they were just in bed together.
Another twist that was written out of them. Oh,
This was a fun moment.
So did you really go over the van?
Right in the teeth.
no, that's a stunt guy doing that.
No, yeah.
The stunts look really painful
Really?
for this. It's like, oh,
That was a fun moment.
you were
Came up with
overly
that out of
excited about
nowhere. I
that,
was like,
weren't you?
let's smash his head with a crowbar.
Yeah, I think there was wasn't there a load of ADR going, I've killed a giant!
I've killed a giant.
Now, this was the kind of an easier day for Babu Cisse, wasn't it? Where he gets to lie around being dead for a week or so.
Oh, this is where Michael Smiley was cupping my balls for the whole of
Yeah.
Was he?
Unfortunately, it was just
It's
the way
that wry smile you can see on his face is by itself.
To see my cousin.
Yeah, and this is the moment as Harry has kind of showed his true colours, or seen an opportunity, and thought, and that is basically the whole power structure of the film is kind of changing.
And
shape.
you think Harry's going to make it as well here, don't you?
Yeah, I think so. Yeah, I like to see the kind of the endless jamming of guns, because they all did jam in all that dust, you know. Ah, the fire established. Another little cutaway shot that we shot with a not you.
Ah.
Yeah.
See you around. Don't wait up for me.
So there was a big drama I remember about when we shot this, to blow the windows out on the van, and everyone was evacuated from the building because it was going to be so dangerous, and then it just didn't work for about 2 hours. We all had an ice cream outside, if I remember. Ah, memories. John Denver returns in the 8-track.
So the John Denver estate willingly gave this track.
Well, not gave, we paid them.
Sure, but I mean, had they
Yeah.
read the script?
I think, well, you send the script over and they can look at it and.
Wow. It certainly changes the message of the song.
It's an interpretation. There was a lot of work went into this, the travel of this of these
I
two
remember.
walkie-talkies, which doesn't seem like a massive deal in the film, to be honest, and you have to really look for it. But it is there that the travel from.
I have one, don't I?
Yeah, but you grab it when you grab all the bullets and the bag and the gun right at the beginning after the fight, and it was the one that Vernon has that puts on the table, and there's another one that's left in the van. So it's kind of.
Fuck out of here, you fucking zombie!
Yeah, he's giving full Nicholson, I think, here with his Sam's grimacing. It's great. Yeah, I like the kind of the reality of the car chase, which is at 2 miles an hour.
Here's when me and Sam start eating each other.
Yeah,
That gets a
and
brilliant reaction always.
I like this as well. Ord getting involved just because they go near him like an angry dog, and then he just kind of gives up. And it's the double bite. And that was done with the other two vans, wasn't it? So there was a cutaway van that the cameras could go underneath and look up into the driving compartment. And again, it's like one of these. Always wanted to be able to have enough budget in a movie to cut a car up to put different cameras in it. You know, it's one ticked off the bucket list. You know. Sad director kind of.
Justice for the cousin here.
Now, this is all your fault, isn't it?
This is my bit.
Yeah.
Yeah! Woo!
So basically, when we were chatting,
Squelch.
when I was talking to Jack initially about being in the movie, he gave me a note on the script. And I was like, "Oh, it's a cheeky sod," and it was. I really want to do something a bit more extreme at the end. All the rest of the stuff was in it, but it was the squashing of Sam Riley's head was the thing I came up with that would be that moment. And
you actually went and did that stunt yourself, isn't that correct?
Yeah. I mean that was all done practically. So it was kind of we built it, which was based around the Penn and Teller truck trick, which is where you counterbalance. Have a look at it online. It's on YouTube somewhere. But you counterbalance. So you've got the one side of the truck has got weights on it, and the other side then doesn't have any weight. And then you replace the tyres with soft
rubber
ones. And
you can run over a person's face for real.
Yeah. And I demonstrated it just to make sure that everyone was happy. That I would do something. I wouldn't want anyone to do anything that I wouldn't want to do myself. But that's not strictly true because I wouldn't want to crawl around on the ground for 7 weeks.
I love that that's the moment where you find out that it's an umbrella factory.
Yeah, which is paying off a gag set up in minute 3 of the movie. You know, what did they used to make here? Oh, it's umbrellas.
Before the fuzz shows up. Yeah?
Now this, the line here when he goes, "Let's go Dutch," got a massive laugh at the Rotterdam Film Festival, which is probably the only place it'll ever get a laugh. But it did make me. I chuckled about that.
Why the fuck not?
And this gave me the fear all this bit because you were doing all this, throwing yourself on the ground with this spiky umbrella in your hand. And I was looking at it going, "Oh no, he's going to poke his eye out soon. This is too committed."
Well, this is the thing that I love about it is that you get to do that physical acting. You know, that the acting with your whole body. You know, and you don't get to do it that much in films these days because it's all about the close-up, isn't it?
But this was quite a number, the kind of raining indoors and the water bowsers, and we knew we were going to basically wreck the set as well, so it had to be right.
Oof, look at that. Looks really sore, dude.
Yeah,
it was great crack.
Did you have you had loads of padding on, did you?
I love falling down.
I love it. Look at this. Look, he's
Michael Douglas.
I love that stuff.
Yeah.
You'd catch your death a cold.
Did that actually hurt?
No.
Well, they really did.
I can't remember.
You didn't, you want me to hold on?
This is like the proper end of a buddy movie, isn't it?
Yeah.
Now the credits should go, and then people should come in with like those silver blankets on and stuff. His wife and kids should turn up and go, "Oh, thank God you were saved, John McClane."
Yeah. It's Christmas.
Good. It's all good.
It's snowing.
But no, it's the double bad ending coming up.
I think they shot Harry in the ass.
Yeah, you won't be back for the sequel. Sorry about that, Jack.
Oh well.
And this always gets a boo in the cinema.
I've
when
got
this
a
happens.
feeling Armie Hammer's going to make it out of this one alive.
Yeah.
Guys. Oh, no, he's not.
Yeah. So Brie's character kills more people than anybody in the whole film. She's relentless. They're not the real people, they're doubles in that wide.
Really?
Yeah.
That's my guitar.
There it is.
Yeah.
Somber.
Now I think Chris still thinks he has a chance here.
Yeah. If he could just recover from that bullet wound through the heart. She shot him in the heart.
I remember trying to do this scene and the rain was so intense when you were doing my coverage I couldn't actually keep my eyes open. It was going into my nostrils and my mouth. Here.
Yeah. Because we had to ADR all this, didn't we? Because of the rain noise, which was a real shag.
Sorry you got in the way.
No, you're not.
Hey, who are the
She's a
shooters?
bit.
Oh, I'm
Quick,
not
there's
good
some
with names.
last bit of plot we've got to explain, otherwise people will be really cross.
So about dinner.
At Toronto, when I saw this, the woman behind me, because we sat and mixed in with everyone, and the woman behind me just went, "Ugh," on that line. I was like, oh, dude. Oh. And she was really cross, and then asked a really cross question at the Q&A. So I was like, oh, man.
We never actually saw you die. This might be one of the rare occasions where Cillian Murphy doesn't die in a film.
What's your ratio to living to dying
Yeah.
in movies?
It's I pretty much die all the time.
He's not Sean Bean, but he dies a lot.
You do all right in the Batman films, though. You survive those, don't you? But you're just in prison
yeah.
a lot.
I think he's still going, yeah.
Oh shit, we missed that. That's the end.
And that was the end of the film, folks.
I like to think she got away with it. I mean, Brie was saying that her, in her preparation for the part, that she imagined that Justine escapes and uses the money to fund a production of Chicago. It went really, really well. And I was thinking that I wouldn't mind doing like a contemporary crime movie and bring Justine back. Probably played by Sybil Shepherd with a limp. At this point in a commentary, usually you just see the names and you just have to say them really quickly and go, oh yeah, and then oh yes, and them as well. They did well. Martin Pavey, Pizzy, the amazing colourist. Barry Conroy, saw him last night at the.
We did see him.
Yeah, he's great. Zoe Flower is making faces at me from the booth that I have to run to do the.
You're doing a masterclass.
I'm doing a masterclass, yeah. I think they should really get rid of the master bit out of it, and then we just do it. It's just a class, really, and it might actually be more like a chat. But yeah, thanks very much. If you've managed to get through to the end of this,
well done.
You're heroes. And the film is now thoroughly ruined for you. I hope you're happy with yourselves. But many of the great epiphanies that we've shared with you and in-depth secrets of filmmaking ruined. But these titles are very long as well, 10 minutes, which means that the film is only 80 minutes long, really. And so when we do a screening, barely get enough time to have a meal. Or go back, and that's why, in a way, High Rise is a much better movie because it's 2 hours, and I could get a starter as well, and and we could travel to the restaurant and come back rather than having to be really close to the. Not that that's important, of course, but yeah, thank you very much, and it's an absolute hero's effort from Cillian and Jack there after the.
I'll just let a bad one off.
After the night they had. It smells in here really bad. Thank you very much.
We're gonna leave.
Goodbye.
Goodbye.